we had someone living here, since the 1950s, and sadly they passed away as an inheritance. Hopefully that wasn't them, because that door just shut by itself. Hi, Paul. Hi, it's Cam here, and we are in another one of our very exciting new projects. And I've got joining me here Rajwant.
Hi there.
Rajwant, who is my business partner in this project, and this is part of the Premier Property 57 Club. So, Rajwant, how cozy are you feeling right now sitting in this car?
Very.
So Rajwant is about to get a little bit colder as we're going to step outside the car. We're just about to start a new project, and this is what we're going to show you exactly what we're doing and what the plan is, what the numbers are. And I know Rajwant is going to be asking me questions as well.
Hopefully, yes, lots.
Lots of questions. How excited are you, Rajwant, out of 1 to 10? 10 being ultra excited, 1 being don't really care. Where would you say you are right now?
I'd say about 8.
That's a pretty exciting number, that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's step into your project then. Okay. Our project.
It feels very real. Yeah.
Very real. Okay.
Very real.
After you.
Okay.
So as we step in, first thing we notice is, look at this. What do you think of that?
That's gonna go.
That's gonna go. But can you see how dated that is?
Yes. That's probably 70s, maybe 80s.
Very good guess there, very good guess. So this is actually a...
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've got some builders here, but let's just ignore them. Let's move this way. So, now, as you can see, the property needs work, doesn't it?
A lot of work, yes.
A lot of work. So let's have a little span around the room.
They've got polystyrene tiles on the ceiling.
Polystyrene tiles on the ceiling, absolutely. Look at that, which were fabulous in the 1980s, weren't they?
And I think they're illegal now, or they breach building regs or something now. They're not safe.
You're absolutely right. So that is all coming out, absolutely.
Okay.
So this is actually a probate property. So we had someone living here, since the 1950s, and sadly they passed away as an inheritance. Hopefully that wasn't them, because that door just shut by itself.
There might be a spirit around. Yeah, no, the property looks like someone's lived there for a very long time. They haven't really done anything to update it or modernise it. There's electric heater over there. And a very disused carpet. And looks like there might be some damp on the wall there.
Slight bit of damp on the wall. Yuck. But you see, this yuck are the type of projects that really are golden nugget projects. Now, things like this don't faze us because we know exactly what to do. And to be fair, much of this is really cosmetic. So, it's nothing really to be concerned about because, we know what to do. And to be fair, anyone can actually make this project work. And it is, like I say, very cosmetic. Now, family situation was that there was a number of people in there. In fact, there was 4 people involved in the decision of the sale of this property because, each of those 4 people wanted part of the inheritance and all got to a situation where it got a little bit messy for them. And then, they wanted to really get a quick buy. So the quick buyers was us. So that's Rajwant and me. Yes. So we bought this property, and now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it to a really good condition so that it becomes a lettable home for someone, and that's what we're doing to this property. So the strategy for this is, of course, buy to let.
Buy to let.
That's what we're doing, and that door keeps opening. Stop mentioning the door and closing by itself. Moving forward, numbers. So the kind of numbers that we're the numbers are for this.
I was just going to say, have you got a Ghostbusters team?
Ghostbusters. Purchase price for this property, £120,000.
Yes.
That was the purchase price. End value, we're looking at 200k to circa 220k is the final price. 220k. And when obviously there's refurbishment and that in there. Now, what you'll find is when you think about these numbers, that this becomes a no money in deal. So the conceptual thing out there is no money down, no money down. Well, the truth is there's always money involved. So in this project, Rajwant and I, we're partnering in this one, and there is money involved. However, what we're going to get it to is no money in by refinancing. So there's none of our cash left in the deal. So this is the way we do these projects. Let's walk around, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, after you, which way would you like to go?
This way?
Okay. Now, of course, you're seeing it in this condition now. You will also be seeing it in the condition once the work has been done. And in fact, while the work's going on. If you're liking this video, let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe to this channel. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Happy to help you to help yourself really to move forward in your property journey. The aim of these videos is to inspire you and, of course, share with you content and detail. And we're having some fun as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at this. So here we are in the kitchen. And
a kitchen with a carpet.
A kitchen with a carpet. Rajwant is picking up on the key points. Did you want to just point at the carpet then?
The carpet is down here.
There you go.
And bit non-standard now. Carpets in kitchens.
Yeah.
Don't see them at all.
Yeah. Okay. So you carry on doing the tour then.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're very good at this. Look at this. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sitting at the ceiling. It's not polystyrene tiles, but it's some kind of tiles, maybe.
Yeah. Could be one of those polystyrene type of tiles, but they look nice in the old days.
Virtually no kitchen units at all, so no existing kitchen other than a sink.
Okay, so we'll have a quick span of the kitchen area. So think about this as you're looking at this. What would you do with this kitchen? How many units would you fit? Where would you fit them? What would the color style be? How would you keep it cost effective? So these are the kind of things that we're discussing, when we buy projects like this. Okay, and then from the kitchen we have
a boiler that probably needs replacing.
Yes, a boiler probably needs replacing. So the boiler hasn't been checked. So we've taken a guesstimate on the boiler, and what we've done is we've factored in the numbers if a boiler required replacement. So very important that you add in these contingencies to make sure you get your numbers right, so there aren't any surprises that you're not happy with. Only fun surprises. That's what we're looking for. So we've factored that in, but we might get lucky, and that boiler, when the gas engineer checks this, may find that it's absolutely fine and it carries on. It's got another life of another 5 to 7 years. But we'll have to assess that, but we factor the numbers in.
Great.
Yeah, so we've got the kitchen here and
then we have a downstairs shower room, I think.
yeah, we've got a nice, yeah, absolutely. Little span on that. Of course, this is going to be all renovated, beautiful. We'll definitely put a tub in there as well, which means that you're actually increasing the clientele. You're increasing the chances of this property being rented at the maximum price because you've got more options. So it's quite a small space, but there is enough space and plenty of space to actually be putting in a proper bathroom in there. And as you watch these videos, that's what you'll be finding. That's what we're going to be doing.
The bathroom's downstairs. Would it be better to have the bathroom upstairs?
Great question, and it's a question I asked myself a number of times. And the answer is, we could, but see, it's a very key point because there is a difference between what people want and actually what people need. So we could put the bathroom upstairs, which would lose a
room.
You lose a room. And how do we measure in our country? How do we measure values of properties?
By the number of bedrooms.
By the number of bedrooms, of course. So the conscious decision is, do we want something that's even nicer and have a bathroom upstairs? Or do we want to maximise on the investment and at the same time provide a nice quality bathroom area where it's downstairs, where it's acceptable. It's not desirable, but it's very acceptable. And once you imagine all this place is going to be renovated, people are going to love this place. Someone's going to make it a really nice home That's what I aim for it.
Yeah.
And, it's a business at the same time.
Yeah.
Just kind of win-win. So when it comes to gardens or yard areas, many people, what they do is they spend a lot of money on the garden.
Yeah.
What we've got to remember is, we're going to have good quality tenants in here. So what we aim to do is provide a blank canvas, which means you minimize costs. At the same time, you're, really also making sure that there are safety in place. So we don't provide barbecues. We're not going to have lots of different plants or ponds or anything like that. What we want is a nice, like I say, blank canvas where it's a nice area for people to use as they wish to use. So that's what we're going to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And little sheds like this, what do you think? The door's going to fall off.
The door.
The door. Brad was still having a go though. But
Would you like to try?
no, because I'll have to fix it.
Okay.
And look at these hands.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the door's going to open.
Yeah. But what we're going to do with this is, so my experience in this is, these kind of places, what we do is we normally just close them off, because what you find is if you make it a useful space for tenants, what will happen is that you'll find that lots of things, belongings and things go in there, and you end up clearing them out every sort of 18 months or so.
Yeah.
So for that reason, what we do is we'll just close it off, leave it as it is. Sometimes we demolish them, but then you also got to think about the cost of doing that.
Cost of demolition.
Yeah. So what we do with this is we'll probably just seal it off, make it nice and safe, so children playing in the area, they're all safe and so on. So that's typically what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. Now in areas like this, you also, when you're checking in, when you're viewing the properties, you also want to be making sure that there's no Japanese knotweed. Now, some people know about Japanese knotweed, some people don't know about Japanese knotweed. But here's the thing about Japanese knotweed. Japanese knotweed means that you will not be able to mortgage or finance that property. In a nutshell, it can penetrate concrete. There's different levels of it. That's a video for another time.
Okay.
So this is a quick check-in that we're doing constantly. As we view the property, we make sure we check for things like this. So looking around here, we can notice there are lots of plants. The Japanese knotweed can be identified. And that's usually heart-shaped leaves and brown stems, what you should be looking for. And with all this area, we're absolutely fine.
Okay, I can't see any.
Yeah, well, thank God for that. Yeah, yeah. Talking about Japanese knotweed, we also have a little look on the sort of the gardens of your neighbours as well. So just outside your boundary walls,
Okay, that
because
makes
that can also impact on financing. So something that you want to be aware of. And of course, this has all been checked, so we've done all that, so that's absolutely fine. But some key points. Brilliant, Rajwant. So where are we going now?
The upstairs?
Follow us upstairs.
Oh, there's a downstairs.
Yes, we have a cellar, and there's a bit of land banking that's going on. So that's something. What that means is we will revisit this when price points go up. So over a period of time, that's a sort of medium-term plan, something that we can revisit, and maybe that could even be a room at that time. But right now, we're thinking about the end values. So what we'll do is we'll just leave that as it is.
Leave it as is. Okay.
Yeah. So great. Okay. So we're just gonna go upstairs now. So here we have 2 bedrooms. We're in the first of the 2 bedrooms here, the master bedroom. And I'm just going to turn this around and have a little look at the room, and let me know what you notice.
So the ceiling seems to have dropped in the corner over there.
The ceiling has dropped in the corner. Look at that, devastating. Doesn't that look terrible? Look at that. Let's get closer to that. Look at that. Now that would put many people off.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's ceiling collapsing. Looks really horrible, doesn't it?
It does.
And all of that. But this is the thing. These are where your golden gems are. So that really is very superficial. It's something that can be fixed very, very easily. That's water ingress that's been coming in over a period of time. The roof is fine now. We checked that because it's all dry. But somewhere it had that. The polystyrene tiles, of course, are all coming off anyway. So it's going to be a new ceiling, and it's going to be lovely once it's done. But these are the kind of things we'll look out for. It's very cosmetic. But some people go, yuck,
At first sight, it doesn't look very cosmetic, but
Doesn't it? Yeah.
but that's good to know.
Yeah. However, as it is cosmetic, I mean that is ka-ching. Can you ka-ching for you then?
Yeah, ka-ching.
That was pretty good. Okay.
Okay, a chimney
We have a chimney breast.
that's closed off.
Yes.
By the looks of it.
So what are we doing with chimney breast? Taking it out, keeping it.
So if we're looking to keep our costs down, we would leave it. Is that right? Oh, good.
Good decision. Yeah, because the room's
And the room's
big
a
enough
very
anyway.
generous size,
yeah, it's nice, generous size. It's more than 12 square meters anyway, and that's an extra cost. And we've got to do it properly. You've got to get a building control in. Keep that one in mind. So that's absolutely fine.
And there's a fitted wardrobe. Yeah, that's a small fitted wardrobe.
So I'll put you on the spot now, Rajwant. So keep the wardrobe, get rid of the wardrobe.
I'd get rid of the wardrobe. Right.
Don't you just love it when we're on the same page?
All right, good. Yeah, keep the chimney and get rid of the wardrobe.
Sounds like a plan.
And this looks like more storage space.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes into the next bedroom.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
Should we go around the other side?
Yeah, sure. So now we're checking in on the second bedroom that is here. Now, if you notice, one of the telltale signs is to check for the structure, and telltale signs for the structure to make sure it's okay. So as you can notice, clearly this place, it's been lived in for a very long time. It's dated. One of the telltale signs is checking in on the actual paper. So the wallpaper, as you can notice, if you look at the pattern and the designs and so on, it is very dated. Now, how does this help you with structure? Well, with a dated property, one of the ways that we check structure at Premier is the fact that if it's a dated property and you can't see any cracks anywhere and so on, then that's actually really good.
Okay.
If it's a dated property and you do see some cracks and so on, even that can be absolutely fine. However, we need a bit more checking though. Yeah, so we'll do a further check on that. However, if it's a property that's been renovated and decorated now, and it's showing some cracks, that's something to be concerned about, because that is showing that there is progressive movement. And you want to be very careful and very wary of progressive movement. Make sense?
Yeah, well, having had a look, it seems, looks good. I can't see any cracks.
Yeah, here it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that little bit in. So Rajwant, this is your first project. How are you feeling right now? Give us a bit of a synopsis of where you are right now, how you're feeling, what you're doing with this and so on.
I'm feeling very excited about the project. It's actually just become real, I think. So it's one thing learning the theory, and what I'm realising is actually I'm applying the theory as we're going around the house, and it's bringing it to life. So that's really exciting. And then I can start to visualise the project developing as well, which is where the excitement comes in. So yeah, very excited.
And in terms of confidence levels, so where was you before? Where was you with the training? Where are you now?
I'm still developing the confidence, but I think the confidence will come with the practice. So I'm applying and will be applying what I've learnt here, and that's where the confidence is going to build. That is going to build a lot more than it has so far. So yeah.
So it's Rajwant and Kam Dovedi. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you soon.